next.
Right. So, because we are a large because we are a large collection of hello is important out there in the universe.
Occasionally, yes.
Yes. Because we are a large collection of suicidal morons and possibly significantly too sober for this shit, we have decided to run massing at era-appropriate decks. So rather than using the entire cycle that would have been available at the end of Massing's launch, we're actually only going with the ones that were available at Massing, which is basically up to conflict at the Carrack. I think we researched.
Yes.
Because at the Gen Con event where Massing was launched, so was conflict at the Carrack. And we figured we need every single card we can get our ruddy hands on for this. So, Core, Conflict, and one or two others that would have been released at that time. One other. Just Hunt for Golem, isn't it?
Hunt for Golem,
Yeah, Core, Hunt for Golem, and Conflict of Carrack.
Is
a pair of large testicles.
Yeah.
Which Talos will be sharing amongst ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yes. Massing. God.
Massing. So, for our first attempt, we are going to run as per normal, and then when Massing promptly hands us a new one, we're hopefully going to mulligan until we get the starting hand that would allow us to win, and then see what the net result of that is, because cheating is perfectly valid when you're trying to beat Massing with appropriate decks.
Yeah, 'cause Massing is... it's dreadful. It's dreadful. Look at that staging area. Look at it. Look at it. Drink in the terror. It just... It
is not pleasant.
Oh.
It is not pleasant.
Filled with cute, fluffy wargs.
Yeah!
Cute, fluffy wargs? Not even other wargs think they're cute and fluffy.
Right, so, the mulligans. Duncan is up first. Would he care to mulligan his hand, or does he like it?
I have a sacrificial scout and a cancel. I'm feeling that's quite good for Massing.
I'm inclined to agree. Gio up next.
I'm last.
You are last. Matt
It's
up next.
Yeah, I'm in a similar state to Duncan. I have a cancel and a thing I can throw in front of the wargs.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Right, me up next. I have neither cancels nor things I can throw in front of the wargs. And I'm not...
Sounds like
or
a
the
mulligan.
combo. I could
Sounds a
sneak
lot
attack.
like mulligan.
I could sneak attack Faramir for 2 turns, but I'm not convinced that's a valid play.
That sounds a lot like mulligan, old chum.
So I'm going to mulligan, and I'm going to receive an interesting hand.
I'm definitely going to.
Sounds like a mulligan.
Oh god.
Yeah, let's call it that. Right. Okay. Fine. Okay. It's odd, but I can work the problem.
Time to get my faces.
Yes. So, if everyone's ready, we shall... I've already done the setup.
Yep.
There are no unused scouts to shuffle back in. We shall flip the card. We cannot travel to West Bank locations.
Oh no.
And when we're ready... Ready.
Oh good. More things to fling at the wargs.
Right. Well, if it wasn't a digital deck doing the shuffling here, I would swear the deck hadn't been power shuffled.
Right. Sacrificial snowborn scout. Huzzah.
Huzzah indeed.
Yeah, that's me. That's me done.
Okay. Shall pay for an Erebor Hammersmith, which can't return any attachments, but it's a thing for the wargs to chew on. So we can get chewed on.
Tasty dwarves.
Cool. I've given it a lot of thought. I'm doing nothing. Next.
Yeah, I'll join you on that. Nothing.
Oh God.
Welcome to Big Fat Nothings. Right. In that case, questing. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there is 16 threat in the staging area.
That's nice.
Isn't it? Isn't it nice? If we threat up by so much as 4, Matt's got problems.
Yep. Big Easterling-shaped problems.
Anyone do anything with a resource?
I could get some healing out next turn if I got one. Or maybe drag a song out with a resource next turn if I got one.
Unfortunately, Aragorn can no longer stand by the time the resource option comes round, so...
Yeah.
Just take it. No, I don't think we got much else useful.
Dankeschön.
I really
Or,
don't.
actually, or I could spend a point to get a point worth of healing with Glorfindel's ability. Oh, yeah. There's something we haven't done and will never do.
Should
Hours.
I be throwing in Glowin and Gimli or not?
Should probably throw in one of them. If we get all those enemies engaging us, we instantly lose. So.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
going to throw in Glowin.
Assume you are going to get 2. If we get 3, Matt's dead. Matt will have all of them.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, if he doesn't die immediately, I have to thread up by like
10,
10 extra.
11, 12. Do you update your threat?
There you go.
15. We are threatening up by 1, assuming nothing comes out.
What?
Right. Okay, right now, the threat that can come out into the staging area is 1.
Better better go in too, I think.
You want Eleanor in?
Bearable.
Oh, Beravor, yeah.
Era-appropriate decks, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Christ on a bike.
Yeah. So, what have we got in? 9, 3, 6, 10. We have 19. 3 threat can come out.
Spectacular.
Including discarding.
No, that's not including
Discard for
discarding.
Eowyn as well.
Yeah, that's not including discarding. Right, okay, here we go. Ready for the reveal, gentlemen. 1.
Hey!
We get a ranger. The first
That
player
will
takes
do.
control. So, Duncan, have a ranger.
Excellent.
And increase your questing by 2.
And it's exhausted. And it's Surge.
It does.
Yes, obviously. So, 1 is Doomed 1, obviously.
Oh,
Nope.
Each player must discard all allied
Nope.
cards from his nope.
Nope.
Right?
We haven't none of that,
so,
thanks.
1 is Morgul doing. Morgul, did I say that right? Morgul doing, yes.
Doing.
Okay. Which gains... So we want to get shot at with Northern Trackers.
Ideally.
2 is a Wayne Rider captain, which we
No
get to move the
scouts,
top...
yeah.
No scout enemies. Oh, power gaming this.
Oh, yes.
3 is another Let's Never Travel There.
Hmm.
And 4 is another Doomed one.
It's a cancelled.
It is a cancelled.
Hey.
Right. Okay, so
And that's
that is questing done.
5
We
threat-
had 16 up there.
Oh,
7,
okay,
8, 9, 10, 11... Hang on. Yeah, 21 now. Up there. By my math. And we did 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18, 19, 20, 21. We matched.
That is exactly where we need to be.
We matched.
Happy with that.
Do we want to travel so we can eat our own faces when we quest?
I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Fair enough. Right, so, moving on to the engagement step. Geo has the lowest threat, and therefore
Does.
acquires 5 million Snaga scouts. None of us have 40 threat or 35 threat, meaning we can leave the Wayne Riders up there, and that leaves us to take 1 Wolves of Mordor each.
I'm going to optionally engage one of them so that Geo doesn't have one.
Okay,
good.
Because
like
I have
that.
2 things that will defend them.
okay,
I've got a feint as well.
Jolly
Okay.
spiffing goody.
So I optionally engage one, and 1 comes to me.
yeah,
And I get 1.
yeah.
And Pete may have a problem.
Why?
Shadow effects, maybe.
No,
Okay then.
nope, he has no problems here.
Okay.
Shadows.
Starting with Duncan.
Right, so shut off, get cut. That one is not attacking me.
Your shadow Pete.
Coming up. There we go.
So I'm fainting one of them.
Right.
Then the scout
Oh, pass the
Going-
smelling salt, Stelia.
flat. And that's going back up to there.
There goes the encounter get deck.
They go to the encounter deck, don't
Oh, they do,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yes.
Yes.
Which is why chump blocking them is such a solid way of dealing with them.
Immediately early on, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Undefended! Oh, you knob jockey.
Battle Glyffindale's therefore.
5 damage to Glorfindel. 4 damage to Glorfindel even.
He can heal himself.
Or he could save up and be healed by somebody else for more.
Yep, that is also another plan. My turn.
Yes,
He says now.
that is reasonable.
1, 2. I'll take that threat. 3. Shit, undefended. 4.
So hang on, the undefended attack was undefended.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tragic.
Okay, counter smooshing. Duncan, you're counter smooshing?
I'm gonna plink the one in front of me. So I
For 1.
might plink one of the Wayne Riders.
It's tough to work out which one's better. Oh, actually, Thalin was in. That should have 1 point of damage on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're running Thalin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, I'll plink one of the Wayne Riders because I'll do 2 damage to it. And
That's
if
true.
the wolf buggers off, then the attack's wasted.
Yep,
Yeah, that's true.
yep. Whereas another hit on that same Wayne Rider could kill it.
Yep.
I'm going to kill one of mine.
Oops.
Right then. Wasn't overly terrible.
Certainly seen worse first turns than that.
Well, the general rule with massing is if you survive the first turn, you're good.
Generally.
Wow.
Cringe twitch.
We didn't really clear up anything. We can get 4 more enemies next turn.
Granted, I'm not saying we survived by what we would normally consider standards, but we didn't die horribly either. We are somewhere in the middle. This is good.
We didn't faceplant. Didn't faceplant.
We did not faceplant. This is true. Next turn then, chaps.
Yep.
Indeed. Right then.
Right. Okay,
Oh.
that's
I can get a wizard
unexpected.
this turn.
Okay then.
Right. Let's have some glorious healing.
It's almost like it was planned.
Almost. I have a Song of Kings I just drew. I don't want to like it.
Yes.
Where would you like it?
Anywhere that's not glowing?
There you go.
There's one in every bunch, isn't there?
There you go then.
That's solid. That works. I can work with that.
And that's me done.
Right then. In that case, everybody draw a card.
Hey.
Yeah. More useless, yes.
That's helpful.
Everybody draw a card.
Oh, put a progress on the
Yay.
2 progress on the quest. I forgot about Legolas.
Ah. Yep. Consider that done. Right. That's interesting.
Draw another card.
Ooh, hello. Right, that could potentially change what I do.
He looks like a handy chump blocker, if you ask me.
What does? What you drew?
Now what you drew with the sneak attack.
I'm torn between that and getting the Celebrian Stone out. And to Aragon for more questing. But I think
I can always give you 1 resource.
that's a valid point, yeah. So I'm thinking Celebrian Stone, and then in the questing step, if you give me 1 resource, then I can sneak attack in. I potentially sneak attack something in, and then work from there.
Questing, you can do it in the combat, and then
Yeah.
with it.
No, that's what I mean. Once I've got the resource, I can use it wherever.
Yeah.
So let's give Duncan his Celebrian Storm, because that's an extra 2 questing that I think we could do with right about now.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stick a horn on Aragon then. So
Yeah.
he's got resources to fuel the standing.
Yeah.
It drives me towards getting more spirit to get Northern Trackers out.
Trackers, yeah, which is going to help with tidying up the locations.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're going to be Gandalfing in the combat step. Duncan?
I was thinking about probably questing with him.
Well, I've just got a card that can ready him if you need it.
Oh, that may be more useful then. Yeah, we probably don't need it in the questing, do we? We'll see what we've got.
Well, there's 13 up there at the moment.
Yeah, it should be fine if we discard to Heroin.
Yeah, okay. We'll save it for fighting then, and then I'll take a couple of things.
Okay.
You
up to Geo's play, or are you?
Yes, Geo's play. Sorry, I do apologise.
I'll play Spearman. And I'll pass.
Call of the Spearman.
Aragon's horny. And I'm going to save the rest of my resources. So, on the questing.
Yeah. Yeah, so 13 up there at the moment.
That sounds like a significantly more manageable number, to be honest.
I
Yeah.
assume I'm going to get the Theodred
Yeah.
resource on glowing. Yeah. I got. What are we on? 7, 10, 11, 12 plus Duncan's is.
I'm 12 plus my 3, so that's 15. So I'm probably thinking put the Rangers in as well.
I think so, yeah.
17. No.
Puts us on
I'm
17.
not on. Our sum is 17. I'm not on 17.
So what's up there? Total?
13.
Okay. That should be fine. We just don't want to hit the next step. But yeah, that should
Oh,
be okay.
yeah, yeah. Okay, ready for the reveal?
Yep.
First one, Doomed 1.
Again.
There's
do
4
you wanna-
copies of it.
Do you want to Eleanor that or should we?
I shall Eleanor it because you'd always Eleanor the first one revealed if you've got her.
Yeah.
To make sure you use her, otherwise you might not use her. But we still Doomed 1 it.
Yep.
And
So-
is replaced with an Uruk Vanguard, obviously.
Which just
Gets
ignored.
plinked.
Yeah,
Gets ignored and eventually get done here.
Fix the damage.
Gets the damage on him.
He does get a damage on him, it is very correct, he does.
We have not crossed, so that's 4.
No, that's good. Okay, so that's 2.
No, it's worth
3.
So you have not crossed, it's worth 4 pips.
Oh shit,
And that's
okay,
worth
3.
another 4.
And then 4, the Pelennor Fields. Which we don't have to travel to because we haven't crossed the Anduin yet.
That's awkward.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 is what's up there.
Do we have any method of jankily getting me a lore resource?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
No.
Well then,
How much did we quest for?
You said it was 17. Yeah, 17.
18, 19, 20, 21.
Plus
So if
one
we all
discards.
if we all discard a card, we're going to get up to what, 21, which means threatening up by 3.
my discard.
You know, actually, that might not be that bad because it's going to whack Duncan over 35, which means it's going to split the threat between Duncan and Matt, which otherwise wouldn't be split. And Matt's already over it, and it's going to whack you over it as well, though, Gio.
No, I just added up. I'm sitting on
Okay.
34.
Right, so we're all discarding and then threatening up by 3, yes?
Yeah.
Hmm.
We've done enough campfire tales to be able to discard, I hope.
I hope so. I don't really want to discard the other things though.
Yeah, I don't really want to discard much of anything in my hand, but if I have to discard, then I have to discard. Right, so that's the questing step done, yeah?
Yeah.
Do we
Travel.
want to travel? Ruins?
Ruins of Osgiliath, I think we have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, plus side Legos can pop them quite easily.
Right then, now some Rain Riders come out.
They do. Those cheeky little buggers.
And standard assignment is going to be Duncan, Matt, Duncan, Matt.
Guys.
And I'm going to be readying Duncan's Gandalf, so if we can get 2 on Duncan, we should get 2 on Duncan, I think, and he can blow something up with the Gandalf when it enters play.
Yeah. Is it worth giving Matt the one with damage on it?
I'm not sure if I can kill it.
I can.
Doesn't matter who it goes in front of for you, though.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, wherever then, I suppose.
I could chance taking one if it helps.
You're taking one anyway, aren't you?
Well, I don't have to.
If you'd be okay with it, that would be good.
I haven't got a clue, but we're about to find out.
Okay. Yes, I don't get shanked by Wayne Riders.
My threat is going to skyrocket off the back of this, but, you know.
Okay, shadow up.
Now's probably a good time to get my Dwarf and
Right.
Nimrodel healing off.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak attack in a Longbeard Orc Slayer, dealing 1 point of damage to each Orc enemy in play.
Neat.
And the one that stays area.
Who should I
Yeah.
heal for 2?
I can live without it for the time being, to be honest.
Right. If you can live without it, I'll heal Glorfindel.
Glorfindel's probably better on. He's one one off dying.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want me to do a sentinel block with the spearman to chomp with it, but I'd rather not. I'd rather keep it and just
Yeah,
pick off these
better on.
scouts.
It's better on those scouts. Yeah.
No, well, each defend with the Spearman's going to kill off a scout.
Yeah, exactly. It means then choose my
Yeah,
Legolas
yeah.
attack on them.
Yeah.
Definitely. Right. Right now, this is the setup. I think I will go for Berevor defending against the wolves,
You're not going to chomp
which
them.
is... Sorry?
You're not going to chomp
No,
them.
because they stick around, we might actually get to kill them.
Okay.
And the Errol Hammersmith can actually tank the Wayne Riders potentially as well.
Does mean getting more threat.
Been
Yeah,
declared
but again,
now.
I don't lose anything and they can tank next turn as well.
True.
And that's fine.
Right then. You done?
Yep.
Longbeard Orc Slayer is going to get in the way of some wolves. He dies horribly. What a crying shame.
He did his
Yes.
job. Aragorn gets resource. What could you want?
Although, to be fair, I know exactly... Oh, no, I don't. Yes, I do. I know exactly what's coming out the encounter deck next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
And then the Wayne Riders are going to get taken to the face.
For all the threat.
There is no defending character. Haha, screw you, hippie. 3 points of damage on a very angry Gimli.
Oh!
And threat up.
And threat up, yeah.
Oh, Spearman's insta-killing one of these. Boom.
You will have no pointy
Defended.
outscoring him.
Threat up by 3. Undefended. 1 damage there. Right.
Duncan?
Attack wizard.
Sneak attack wizard? That's a unique and novel play that doesn't normally get done ever, honest Gov.
And go pop.
On your Orc-sized dead Pete.
Yes, my Orc Slayer is very dead. Speaking about which, an Orc Slayer died, Duncan.
It did. I already gained a thing from an
It was awesome.
Oxlayer.
Okay, fair enough.
That goes pop. and then
If you can defend the
I'd defend the
Wayne
Wayne
Riders
Riders,
with
yeah,
Gun
so
here,
you don't
and
threat
then-
up.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But
Nah, no, if you-
defend the walls with Gandalf and
yeah,
done here with the Wayne Riders, so I get a little bit of threat, but less
Okay.
chance of him dying.
and then I can pick off your Wayne Riders and ready your Gandalf, and you can pick off your
Wolves.
wolves.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
so
works.
done here, defending Wayne Riders. Berg. Oh,
Wow,
hello.
okay, perfect.
That's
Killed
them
them
dead
for you.
then. Oh. Bit laggy thing. Can you give me that ranger back?
It pisses it off
You
anyway.
hang on,
Oh, it
hang
goes
on.
to the discard pile anyway.
Oh no, the enemy defender. Oh, you can exhaust the character to take control of it when it's shadow.
Yes, you may do. So you could exhaust Gandalf to
could.
take control of it.
And then defend the wolves with it, but that would put them into the encounter deck.
Or you could just defend the wolves with.
Yeah.
Well, I'll ready Gandalf and just defend the wolves. It's probably worth getting the ally. So, are you taking the ally? I'm saying that because.
No, I was going to defend the wolves. We'll let the rangers cycle around because they're quite useful.
Sure, because I was going to ready you anyway. So it's a choice of killing the wolves or having the ally.
I'd kill the wolves.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, there's your ready. Gandalf. Counterattacks.
So you're... Well, actually, no, there's Gimli first,
I'm
isn't there?
killing my Wayne Riders with a very angry Gimli.
Actually, you can kill the wolves anyway. Take the ally, and I'll help you kill it. The Rangers and Legolas can kill the
Oh
wolves.
yeah, because you don't need thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right.
exhaust Gandalf, take the ally, and then we'll blow up the wolves.
Well, no,
Retconned.
because I would have needed to exhaust Gandalf to get the ally to then defend the wolves, which would have killed
Yeah.
the.
No, because I ready
ally.
Gandalf.
Oh right, you're ready to defend, so he's
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we blow up the wolves anyway.
Then we blow up the wolves.
And proc the ruins of Osgiliath.
Yep.
Gandalf leaves.
Get a resource.
Not go to my discard pile. He goes to my hand.
He does, because you snuck him in.
And I get a resource. Right.
He's a very, very sneaky wizard,
Back
is
in
Gandalf.
seconds.
He certainly is the devious old bugger.
He can be quite devious, can the Gandalfs.
Those sneaky, devious Gandalfs.
Enters stage left. Does some shenanigans, and then leaves.
I totally forgot to put damage on Beravor.
You should probably put damage on Beravor.
Not that much damage though. There we go.
I'm back. So we.
I think we're done for the turn, aren't we?
I
certainly am.
think so, yes.
Yeah.
Next turn.
Next.
Okay. Right.
Hey. I have another sneaky wizard.
I'm going to do nothing whatsoever.
I also have a Northern Tracker. That's helpful.
I do, yes.
No, I mean, Duncan can play on.
I do also have a Northern Tracker who's coming into play this turn.
Nice one.
What will I do?
Wizards, Harry. Wizards.
I'll do nothing.
Northern Tracker. And yeah, that'll be me done for now.
Righty ho then. I shall. Over the dwarf. I've got any attachments I want back.
Let's have a look.
This will actually check this time because everyone's got discard piles.
I have an attachment. I don't really care about it, but I can get it back.
I do not have an attachment.
I don't have that.
If anyone cares.
Discard
Enjoy it.
chump.
That's a blade of Gondolin. Discard jump.
No, it's discard chump.
Why is discard jump?
Because I've got another one. Which I'm just not playing.
Why are you playing them? It's a blade of Gondolin.
Because faint.
There's faint. Anyway, yeah, that's me done.
Questing.
Questing ho.
What's up there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12 is up there.
12 hole questing.
Yep.
That's my normal 3. So we got what, 1 warg coming out guaranteed.
Yeah.
Doing 8 and putting a progress on every location.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Oh my. That's going to start to help things. As for the WAG, assuming nothing else equally bad comes out, I can take care of that.
Okay.
Right, so time for the reveal then. What have we put in? 7. Has Duncan put 8 in,
20.
really?
I put 8 in.
Wow, okay.
2 free allies.
20, wow, okay, right. More than I was expecting, but fine. Surprise, surprise, the Wolves won.
They'd get plinked for 1.
They do indeed get plinked for 1, yeah. Raise a total to 1 for each scout enemy in play.
So
How many
what?
scouts do we have
wait.
in play?
Oh, so
I'm
no,
on
it's full
10.
play. So
4,
5.
5, 5. Are we going to leave that at 5, or do we want to cancel it?
I
I'd
just
put it up
realised
to-
I'm at 10 because I forgot to account the Celebrian Stone in my reckoning.
I think we can probably leave it at that point because we're on 22, and that puts 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so we got in 22,
There's 15 up there, including that.
15, 16, 17.
I think we're alright.
There's 18 up there at the
What
moment.
did I miss? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Oh yeah, plus yeah. Well, yeah, we're fine. We could do cancelling other things, and we got 4
Okay.
discards.
Right, fine. Next card out is another Uruk Vanguard.
Ping.
And then finally we get a Captured Watchtower, which is only worth 1 because we haven't crossed the Anduin yet.
I am happy with this
So,
outcome.
well, I said 18 before the Uruk, didn't I?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
so
19, 20, 21.
Hmm.
We are 1 over, guys.
Hey,
1 over.
counts.
It does indeed. Successful
It
questing.
counts as 1. Hey.
Successful questing is successful. Now, the Wayne Rider captain is gonna come out and smack the living snot out of Matt.
Oh no, my snot.
Can Matt handle another thing on him?
Just about this turn.
I was
Just-
thinking I could take it and throw a Gandalf in front of it.
That also
In
works.
fact, I could take something else, throw a Gandalf out, and kill the captain because Tony has 4 hit points.
That definitely works.
Okay, well, you do what you want to do. I'm going to take a Wolves from Mordor.
Okay.
I think a very angry Gimli is going to deal with some Wolves from Mordor.
Go nuts, don't. Have a nice day.
Yeah, so I'll take that.
Right?
Oh, do you want to travel to the other... Oh, no, we don't. We've got...
We
friggin-
can't really
We've
do
got
anything.
we've got
Northern
another
Tracker, we're
tracker out.
fine.
It's going to
Yeah, we're
proc
fine.
it.
The
We're
only
fine,
other
it's
place
fine,
would be
we're
worth
fine.
going is the Pelennor Fields.
Pelennor Fields, because that's going to take a little while to go.
Might be worth going there, to be honest.
LotR progressing through
Maybe.
the stage.
Maybe.
I don't
Maybe
think we should.
Okay. Right. Okay. Shadow.
Shadow effects.
Right. Ooh. Pete says no. Moving swiftly on.
And I'll look at dead. Who cares about your shadow? And face.
Who cares about your shadow and face?
I'm going to sneak attack a Gandalf in and explode the Wayne Rider in front of Matt.
Oh.
Seems like a solid choice.
And then Gandalf's going to defend against this things.
Yep.
So Matt's defense.
Matt shall heal. Bear of War. And then defend. +1 attack.
It's for 3.
Dun da da. It's not that those sucks be you, wolves. Sucks to be you.
Counterattacks. Very angry Gimli kills wolves. Sounds like a novel if ever I heard one.
Doesn't it?
It does.
Can actually counterattack.
I hope Matt kill his wolves.
Oh yes. It's only taken the entire of the game so far.
This is fine though. I mean, this is
It's
granted.
just a
It's
threat we need to sort out.
yeah.
We should
It's
be
a case
fine.
of granted. It's taking longer than
Dunher
it
is
would
going to do some
normally
damage
take us to
to
get to
the
this
Earth
Oh
point.
yeah,
Vanguard.
I'm not going. It's taken the game so far. I'm about to burst an artery. I'm just.
I'm quite
Still-
comfortable with
Still
how
got
we're
more
doing.
feints than Gandalf, so what more do we need?
Exactly. Fine. We just need to actually get questing through the stage now.
Yeah.
But Duncan's questing's starting to skyrocket, so
Yeah.
it's only a matter of time.
Those rangers are certainly helping.
They are.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
very fussy.
definitely. And they're on Duncan, who's doing the majority of the questing, which is great for when we hit the appropriate phase, because then Duncan can discard them to quest.
Yep.
Yeah. But they won't be doing the majority of the questing anymore. No.
Oh, he will be. It'll only be 2 less.
Progress on Pelennor
Hmm.
Fields from Legolas.
Okay, there we go. Next turn.
Yes. I'm sure I pressed the shortcut there. I did press the shortcut.
Okay. Does anyone have any potential plans of playing a certain wizard-shaped thing?
Not me.
No.
Right.
Did you give yourself a resource for wizard leaving play?
I did, yeah.
Get more progress.
Two wielding blades.
I should have better save one. And yeah, actually, I'm done.
Okay.
I have nothing to do. So yeah, pass. Next.
Onward to glory. I shall play. Head 'em off, River Song. Yes. Yes.
Excellent.
Done.
Wish we had that the other turn so we could see those wolves coming.
Must be need. I'm going to hardcast a Gandalf, and I'm going to blow up an Uruk Vanguard.
To be
Hey.
rolling in money, yo. Rolling.
And you gotta like plink that one down a little bit further last turn.
I put it within death range, and I think taking 2 threat out the staging area is probably worth it, because we need to start barreling through now.
Yeah.
Ideally, before we end up with 2 of them leaping on Matt.
I don't know that strong at this point, to be honest.
Hooks
No, they're
from
not that
all-
strong at this point, but I figure getting it killed before it gets that strong. And it means effectively I'm going to be questing for 6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm doing. Questing, I guess.
Glorious questing. And I'll look at the top card of the encounter deck, I guess. For reasons.
That's the top card of the encounter deck.
It's a way I captain everybody. Ooh.
Some locations
Getting off
need
that.
bidding. So Ruins gets a progress and goes away.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
The Northern Tracker.
Right.
Ruins gets a progress and goes away, and all the other locations
Right.
get a progress.
What enemies were getting off that? Or which enemy were getting off that captain?
The enemy we are going to be getting off
Another
that captain
wolves.
is some wolves.
Screw it then, let's do this. I kill the scouts in front of me.
Smart play.
They're going to come out with the damage anyway, and I can block them with the spearman.
Okay, yeah, that seems good. Right, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Update your questing figures, please, gents. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 threat up there.
5. Oh.
5.
We may have overquested quite a bit.
It's what we usually do. So, promptly play a Wayne Rider captain. When revealed, we conveniently put a Snagger Scout into play.
Hey.
You do realise what this means. Henmarth River Song used his ability, and it was actually useful.
I know, right? Can put some damage on them as well.
Yeah.
The win rate. Ah, here we go. Yay.
Next.
The Snagger Scouts don't have a damage on them.
They do not.
Fair enough.
I was just checking Thalen's text for that.
Yeah, so was
It's
I.
not revealed, well, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Right, so that is 1. 2.
Hey!
That Snagger Scout does.
That one gets one, yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy being speared to death, turn 1.
They're not. They're leaping on Duncan.
And spearman
Enjoy
has
and
sentinel.
getting speared to death, turn 1.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. Threat up, guys, and then I'm going to Eleanor that, because I don't like the idea of discarding all the cards from the hand. And card 3 is some more wolves.
Okay.
And then
Pinged.
4th
Get
is...
cancelled as well, I hope.
Yeah, I've got a hard cancel.
I have one
Oh,
as
goody.
well.
And
There
so
we
do
go.
I.
Hard cancelled.
Okay.
Who's going to use it, you or me?
You use it.
Okay, right, used.
Don't forget to ping the wolves.
Yep. So that is all 4.
It is.
We had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 up there.
We did way too much. So...
Hang on. 1, 2, 3. That one is 11. Right, so we are 6 over there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're on to the next stage. And we cannot play or put into play more than one card from his hand each round.
Yep.
This is not the trouble section, to be fair. The next one's the
Right.
trouble section.
Before we actually resolve, after we do the maths,
Yeah.
I would like to play a card.
Okay.
Namely, some threat reduction.
Everyone two?
Shall I lower everyone by 2?
I
You're
think
all
that's...
pretty close together. So.
Yeah, I think that's probably the better play.
Okay.
Yeah. I can do one as well soon.
Okay.
Okay, scouts first.
Scout sleep onto Dunk.
Nice of them.
It is. Wayne Rider leaps onto Matt.
Oh, there he is.
And Wolves would leap onto Geo. Are we still going with that?
I'd rather not.
Well, if they go on me, they're
Um,
killing a dwarf.
Well,
If
I can grab some wolves
I was
deliberately.
gonna say, but
So I've got
Hammersmith
a
chump.
bunch of ready people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that works. That works. And we're still not at 45, so that's all good. We're clearing up all the locations next turn, so it's all good.
Good stuff.
Deal with your enemies, chaps.
Would you like to sentinel one of my Snagger scouts, Gio?
Yeah. Let's kill the wounded one, shall we?
Yeah, that seems like a good plan. Pop. Then Aragon's going to defend against that. No more, so he's... And then this Snagger scout is being taken to the face. And doing 1 damage to Stalin. Next defense.
I shall heal Beravor. And the Easterlings. That's
That's
a
not good.
dead Beravor. So dead Beravor. 2 damage from that. And then 1 damage to the face.
You can still heal with Glorfindel. There we go. Oh, yeah. See?
Is there a
Glorfindel's
slot
coming clutch.
between...
No, the
Do we
damage
need to-
would go on and she would die.
No, you can heal when the shadow's revealed, can't you?
Oh, when the shadow is revealed, but before the actual combat damage is resolved, you would be able to heal in that window.
Yeah, and she had
Is
1
there
damage on her
a slot
already.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's free flow during combat.
Sweet. I had no idea there was a slot there.
Well, it's not that there's a slot there, it's that it's free flow during combat.
In which case, that is literally the first time I've ever seen Glorfindel. Well, Lord Glorfindel's ability to be of any use at all.
Yes.
So much clutch.
But anyway, my threat still goes up by 1, but never mind. It's only a threat.
Where'd you get the
Being punched by...
this
It's
long
not
enemy?
those Wayne Riders. I'm a moron. And farewell, dwarves. You were useful while you were alive. No, it's those Wayne Riders. So those dwarves die. And those wolves need to get shuffled back into the encounter deck.
Someone says some
On
dwarves
it.
died.
Someone did indeed drop dead, Duncan.
Duncan's like, resources?
It's like, oh
That's
yes! More corpses for the wagon. I mean the horn.
Aragorn is always incredibly horny.
He is. Bless him. Fucking weirdo.
Horny for Gondor. Right. All done for combat-y stuff.
What's that pile of
Thank
stuff
you.
in front of you?
Oh no, we have to fight attack stuff, don't we? Duh.
Yeah.
It's stuff that needs to be done that with.
Yeah,
Pelennor Fields is victory.
I'm thinking...
Wasn't it a shadow card?
No. It was
Yeah,
the
there's
one
shadow cards under there.
No, we travelled to Pelennor Fields.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, and that one's in the victory
Oh,
display.
it is already in there. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, the other one was a shadow effect.
I'm thinking that while we still have the opportunity to do so, I'm going to punch a Uruk Vanguard in the face.
For 2.
2.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Gets it a bit close to Gandalf territory, doesn't it?
Does.
Right then, end of turn.
Yep.
Gandalf bogs off and Aragorn gets another resource.
2.
Next turn.
And off you bog.
I think I will use my 1 card opportunity to drop everyone's threat by 2.
Hey.
And that's all I can do.
For once, I will not be playing anything.
I will so not be playing anything.
What a turn this is going to be.
Go Founder. And I can't play anything more. Done.
Questing.
I'll go on and see how he stands back up. That'd be...
I think we should be able to push all the way through now, to be honest.
I'm inclined to agree. 5 threat up there. No, not 5 threat, because Northern Trackers went in.
Oh yeah,
gone,
Northern Trackers went in.
gone.
She killed all the
There.
things.
Gone. 2 threat up there.
I say just chuck an AO in as extra and let's go, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
I've got to give myself...
Ready for the reveal?
Do you want a resource, Matt?
I'll take
Well
it, yeah.
Uh,
Once Duncan's got something that he needs,
I have a
I'll
Gandalf in my hand that I could hard play with more resources.
go for it then, yeah.
I mean, I've got 2 I can hard play as well. I think we got enough Gandalfs, but yeah. Take it.
To be fair, it would be useful if on the term where Duncan's effectively
Yeah,
doing
that's
all
true.
of our questing, he can hard play a Gandalf and doesn't have to worry about the shit in front of him.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because that's going to be the real kicker, that round. Right, okay, ready for the reveal. 1. Captured Watchtower. 1. Next one, Surge. Until the end of the phase, each card revealed gains doomed
Cancel
1.
the shit out of that.
No, it does not. Gets replaced. Hang on, how does this work with the surge? Cancel the when revealed. So
Surge happens, but
that happens and then the surge? Does it really matter the order? I don't think it does. That happens, then the surge from it. That is 2, isn't it? Yeah,
Yep.
right. So then we have 3.
Cancel.
Can anyone cancel that?
I can't play anything more.
I can cancel a thing, yes. Because I didn't play nothing.
Good.
Cancel the shit out of it then.
Do-ba-do-do-do. Do-ba-do-do-do.
Right, okay, so it surges. That is 3. And 4 is another Wayne Rider, obviously. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up there.
Yeah, we're miles over.
9, 10.
Well, I did 10 on my own, so
4. Next phase. Okay, so we are halfway between. We are crossing the Anduin. And in order to commit characters to a quest, we must choose a hero or ranger of Fithilian card and bin it.
hey, I'm questing on my own.
Pretty much.
Yep. Try and make
Right
it so
then.
hope you don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that has a damage on it.
So engagements.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 2 treacheries you need to discard as well, Pete.
Done. I really don't want. I can take one of them. I can't take both of them. And even one of them's tricky if it's the wolves, but
Yeah, I can't pick up anything more now.
I can
it's
take,
between you and me, Gio. So which one don't you want?
well, the wolves, preferably, obviously. But I can feint.
Right.
You take the wolves and I'll feint them. How about that?
Okay, that works. Yeah, that works. You're taking the Wayne Riders then, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Right then.
Just wait.
Shadow it up, gents.
Paragon defend.
Why didn't my
Rider.
thing?
Oh,
We're
because
out
there
of
is no
shadows.
route of shadows.
Hey!
Right, that being the case, Gio, don't faint it.
Yeah, I won't. That's fine.
And I take the scouts dice. Oh, it's getting +2. Doing
Yeah,
3.
so it's doing 3.
Oh, yeah, fine. You would take it to the face.
Yeah.
I won't block.
It's fine, the damage can go undone here, nothing's
Yeah.
died.
That's not it. Oh, that's my attacks done.
Mine tickles Bearable for 1. Ooh, ouch. Ooh.
Right, the wolves attack Glowing, he takes 3 points of damage. And gains lots of resources.
Hey!
That he does.
And Gio, you're up.
Yeah, fair enough. Just take a damage and I'll take a foot. Counterattacks.
Yes.
I've got Legolas free, he's hitting for 4. I mean, Legolas plus done here can kill that captain.
Yeah. Flat.
Miss.
He said splat, but Matt, you're up.
Oh.
If you can get that down to 1, I can kill it with the spearman by defending next.
That is, it's armor. That is 1. And that is another one, yeah.
Almost like you're a combat deck
Bosh,
there, Matt. Be
bosh.
careful.
Oh, let the punching commence.
Very angry Gimli kills wolves.
Spearman hit this for 0.
Yeah, winning.
We are Charlie Sheening the shit out of this quest.
Tiger blood.
Right then. Next turn then, I guess, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Finally, thankful to do with spirit resources.
Hmm.
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 Hmm. You know what this needs?
What's that then?
Dwarves. With big beards.
They are dwarves with big beards, yes.
Done. Next.
Right. I think I'm going to do this. So that's 1 damage to the Snaga Scouts in front of Duncan. And 1 damage on the Orc Vanguard, which means when Geo defends with the Spearman, it blows up.
Well, they're killing the captain this turn, unfortunately.
Okay, fine, but you know, it's an option out there. And then I think let's go for Rapid Fire Legolas, because that's the other way of questing through.
If you're
Butch
gonna hold...
Dacker.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll play another one. There we go.
Hi, we'd like to introduce you to Rapid Fire Legolas.
There we go. Let's do that as well.
Have you seen Legos fire 3 arrows at the same time?
Not while wielding 2 blades of Gondolin.
Maybe he's firing the blades of Gondolin.
To be fair, what's amusing is we could have actually travelled to any of these locations, and right now Legolas can proc the location and the quest just by killing
But
the
he
Snaga
can't.
Scouts.
Because it's Anduin Crossing, so we can't.
That's true.
Right, so my play is going to be a Gandalf.
Yeah. What are you doing with it?
Blow
I'm
Vanguard.
thinking we blow up the Vanguard, yeah.
Sounds like a plan. The Vanguard just blew up.
I need to spend some resources. Also, Gandalf can be attached to some eagles for getting him back to my hand later on. That's a thing.
Damn it, Tolkien. We're winning massing because of eagles.
Eagles and Gandalf.
Eagles and Gandalf. That's what's winning massing. Eagles and Gandalf.
That's me done.
Okay, questing.
We're questing.
Yeah, I like this. We're questing.
Yeah, so some rangers go take a bath,
Right.
and then some other rangers and some trackers and Gandalf and Aragorn and Balin.
May as well do done here as well.
You might as well throw Dun here in as well.
Yeah, well, I could defend the scouts with him. Well, actually, no, I'm going to ready get Aragorn anyway.
Yeah. Just whack in Dun here.
So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
And 6 possible from Farmer, and there's only 5 up there.
Come on, Duncan, come on. Come on, son. It's all on you now.
5 up there, yeah.
I think Geo should quest and discard Legolas.
Yeah.
I was tempted
It's
to
all on you,
discard.
Duncan, come
I
on!
was tempted to discard glowing, so I could put Brock Iron Fist into play.
That's why he's in there. Everything's gone wrong.
And
Sacrifice
then,
a dwarf.
and then I could quest for 2. No, then I could quest for 4.
Efficiency.
Right, here we go. Something overlook. The first scout enemy revealed from the
Oh,
encounter deck.
God.
Each round gains Surge and Doom 2. Of course it does.
Dreadful.
2. Not a scout.
Puts a stop scout from the discard pile.
Yes, but
It's
it's
not
not
from the
been
encounter.
revealed from the encounter deck.
No.
And there is no discard pile.
Ah,
The
Jack
Wainwright
Paul.
Captain does nothing. 3 is a ruins.
That isn't a scout.
4 isn't a scout.
I'm happy with that.
We just hit the jackpot, gents.
I'm
So
totally happy
that's
with that.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Well, plus
I
6
make
from
that
Faramir.
15 up there. Plus 6 from Faramir, that procs a quest.
we have not crossed the Anduin yet, though, so the ruins are +3.
Counted that.
Yeah.
Yeah, both the
4,
ruins are 6, 7, 8,
11,
9, 10, 11,
16.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16. Yeah, 16.
Doesn't matter. Faramir kicks us well and truly over.
Yep.
And procs Anduin Crossing.
Please tell me this needs 12. Ah, don't have
15.
don't have enough readying for Legolas to insta-proc it.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
It would be, yes.
Add the Witch King to the staging area.
No. We've got Eowyn. We've got Eowyn. Come on, Witch King, I'll fucking have you.
Right.
She's ready and everything.
I know.
I'm tempted to say that I should actually take the Witch King because I have the lowest amount threat other than Duncan, who's doing the most amount of questing.
I've got
And
Fate as well anyway. So.
therefore, I can keep him for the threat up at the end of the round.
Yep.
In order to
Cool.
maximise our questing. Yeah?
That seems legit.
And then the Wayne Rider Captain's leap on Matt. Can Matt handle a second Wayne Rider Captain?
Well, the other one's
Yeah.
dying immediately.
Yeah.
That's true. Matt, you just acquired Wayne Rider Captain.
Cool.
Matt has disconnected.
Have I? I have no idea why. My octagon seems to be not responding for some
There we
reason.
go.
And
Back.
I'm back. Hurrah.
Okay,
I
then.
don't know
That
what
was-
happened there. That was
That
odd.
was interesting,
Neither
but
do
at
we.
least it
We probably
recovered.
should have travelled to the.
Well, we have
Overlook.
crossed now, haven't we?
Can't
Yeah,
we-
there we go.
travel?
We have now crossed the Anduin. We cannot travel the East Bank.
Well,
So,
shitty
if we're going to
Overlook's
travel,
gonna
we
sit
should
there.
travel to captured Watchtower,
Yeah.
which seems like a waste of time
Yeah,
because the
this is
Northern
like a waste of
Tracker's going to tidy them up.
Yeah.
The only one worth
I
traveling
think if
to
we should
would
travel
be the
to anywhere-
Overlook.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Overlook, because that's
Which we
just going to
can't
be an
now.
arse.
It is an arse.
But we can't because it's an East Bank, so we're just going to have to suck it up,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I'd love to travel there and just get Legolas to proc it, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, so that's going to be the problem. That being said, we should probably travel to the captured Watchtower, because it's not going to proc next turn. It is one threat out of the staging area,
Yeah.
and Legolas is going to proc it
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
in the interest of min-maxing. Right then. Shadow 'em up, bitches.
Dope.
The Witch King can be killed, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
This is why I keep joking about killing him with Eowyn, because I've killed him with Eowyn before. And he's right there, just
Ah.
itching to be punched in the face by Eowyn. He's just not part of the objectives. We just have to sprint back to
Right. Okay, no,
And that's turret.
that's fine. That's fine.
You can kill it if you want, Pete. You just put it.
Well, I might as well hit him with everything I've got because it's there.
Yeah.
And if I kill him, then you know.
Great. Feather in the
Yeah.
cap. Go for it.
You know.
Captain's dead.
The
Spearman.
captain.
Yep,
No.
Matt's captain.
No.
Because spearmen are apparently the best attackers.
Spearman, dude. Great.
Do you want me to defend your Wayne Riders? Get round to you, Gio.
I assume it is
That'd
this
be
one
handy.
that's on one
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you've defended.
Yeah.
It would be handy if you defended my Wayne Riders, yes.
The other Wayne Rider captain heals. Actually, you have 3. I'll heal Glorfindel and defend with him. Whoop. Ha! Ha 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 ha!
I'm gonna
Now we
fail.
are open for card draw.
Thank you very much, Gio.
Yeah, well,
Witch King, no, bitch, no.
Looks to be a Witch King. Nah.
Aragorn defends Gio.
deal 2 damage to the defending character.
That's not nice.
And I threw it up by 1.
Yeah. Right,
Okay.
and then the Sniper Scouts. Base.
Counter-attacking.
Well, Legolas helps with the captain for 4. It's in front of Matt. So.
That one dies. I'm going to take it because I assume Matt.
Well, yeah.
If Matt hits with everything, and I don't see any reason why he wouldn't, then it dies. But actually, do you need Berovor? You don't need Berovor as well to kill it, do you? No. Cool. There we go.
So that's 4
And
progress.
no, it is, but because the way it's split, 2 goes there, and then 2 still gets to go there.
Oh yeah, of course.
Is good. Right, I'm going to hit mine for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which does 4 points of damage. I don't suppose
another 4 to it. Why not?
Another 4 to it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now we can just kill it with Gandalf.
Now we can just kill the Witch King with Gandalf.
I'm gonna blow up my enemy. Actually, do I need?
That makes sense.
Yes, I need to do it with Legolas.
1, 2, 3, 4.
As an action, Gandalf comes back to my hand.
What a surprise!
Aragorn gains a resource.
Who wants some cards?
Yes, please.
2 lovely cards. Have them.
Thank you. Oh, that's useful. That's very useful. That's really useful, actually. Okay.
Huh.
Okay.
Right then. It is so useful, I'm going to play it. It quests for 1, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's be right here. We're making the final push, aren't we?
We are,
Yeah.
yes.
Did you want to? You should return the Witch King to the staging area because I'm killing it. By the way, so you don't have to thread up by 3.
Oh, okay.
Don't think you threaded
Right,
up
fair
anyway,
enough.
but yeah.
I didn't thread up, actually. I completely forgot about it.
Well, there's a Gandalf.
9, 10, 11, 12. Dead Witch King. Without victory points. He might come back again, guys.
Oh, no.
Seems unlikely. At the moment, I'm far more concerned about the Overlook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not the Doom 2 that bothers me, it's the potential surging.
Yeah.
Just hold. How many cancels we got? 2.
I've
two
got
in
one
hand.
and an
Oh, we
Eleanor.
got. Just make sure we cancel all the ones which give the Surge Doomed 3 thing. Whatever
Yeah.
it is. And then we'll be
I've got
fine.
nothing to play because
Right.
played a Gandalf.
Yeah, Gio's up. Matt,
Mathom.
yeah,
Yes.
play stuff.
That went quickly. Well, I think it's time to play the most epic card ever. The Rivendell Minstrel. Boop.
Ooh.
Get
I
them
shall now
songs.
have a rummage. Rummage for me
What
songs.
what song are you gonna get? That's the question.
Song of Kings.
Classic
Still on the
choice.
bloody deck. Would no, actually, sod that. I'm not even gonna play it because I'm gonna play this instead.
More cancel.
More cancel.
Get some more cancels because we like those.
We do, especially on this final push.
Yes.
You have like
Then I'm
6
done.
cancels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because fuck them. Fuck them right in the eyes.
Through this game. Right. Are we ready for questing?
Yep.
2, 4, 5.
So,
Are we doing like actual? It is time. Final.
Question.
I think so.
Quest
Yeah.
with all the things, and put progress on all the things as well.
There we go. At the moment, up there we have 3.
have +8 from Faramir, Matt, because why not? There we go.
Right, so that's 32, 39, 44 questing.
With 6
Okay.
cancels. This could be tight.
With... and an Eleanor.
All right then.
And I definitely have this card.
Yeah.
1.
Nope.
Doomed 1.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Eleanor.
Whoops.
Replaced with an Vanguard,
Yeah.
which is not a scout enemy.
Nope.
That's card number 1. Card number 2 is
Is
a
a
scout
scout
enemy. So it gains Doom 2
Yeah.
and surges
Mm.
into that,
Which could get cancelled.
which
Yep.
I shall cancel.
Goody,
Okay, no,
goody
Matt's
two.
doing it.
I'll do it.
Duncan's doing it. Right, everyone
Everyone
fighting to
has.
cancel it.
But still does
But
the
it
surge.
still surges
Ugh.
into that one, which
Get
I'll
cancelled.
cancel. Oh no, Matt
Too slow.
beat into it as well. Right, but still surges into
Oh my god.
an Uruk Vanguard. So that's card
Right.
2.
Yes.
3 is
It's
an
an
Uruk
Uruk
Vanguard. Right? 4 is the Runes of Osgiliath. Right. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have overquested by 33.
I think that's enough.
Just a little bit.
We beat Massing, guys.
We did.
Yeah, with set appropriate decks, and that wasn't too difficult.
That wasn't that terrible.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I didn't think we would beat that.
No, considering all the stories that you heard left, right, and centre from the people that went over to the event and played Massing and got face smooshed against it. Now, granted, we've played Massing many times before, so we knew what we were facing and therefore could tailor the decks to the encounter to a degree. I don't think we really used anything that at the time was what I would regard as non-standard tech. Northern Trackers, pretty much run-of-the-mill. Sneak Attack Gandalfs, pretty much run-of-the-mill.
Do you know what I think we did that we haven't really done before, at least as far as I'm thinking? What we did was we didn't use, essentially, infinite copies of all of the cards. That's what we've never used before. I've always used, like, when we played in person, like hard copies of everything.
Mhm.
That's what we've been capped with before.
We have been, but when you heard about the stories of people who went over, these were people who were very much heavily into the game, and therefore, they all had 3 copies of Core, and therefore the whole idea of, everyone running triple sneak attack, triple Gandalf was not. We haven't
but
done anything untoward.
They hadn't like gone over as like a 4-man group who'd been playing together for ages, though, had they?
That much is true.
They'd
don't
all
get
gone
me
over
wrong.
with their favourite decks and gone, you've got some crossover with the heroes. Let's swap out the heroes then, or
No,
what have you.
that's fine, but let's put this into context here. There are 2 heroes that we're not using: Bilbo and help me out here, Denethor.
Yeah.
And that's it. Those are the only from what choice people will have had. I mean, you say swapping out the heroes, but at this point, choice is not exactly abundant.
True. But you might see tactics, people playing mono tactics decks or something like that.
That much is true. But then this boils
people
down to
who would just go like, yeah, I fight things. Rah.
I think actually
like
what has happened as a result of, when I've been reading forums and stuff, it's people's play has definitely evolved nowadays into double decks, tricolor decks, and all that kind of stuff. Whereas I think originally people were very much a case of mono. Mono's the way to play.
Yeah.
And we're kind of coming back at it in another direction and going, well, actually, no, you need the power that comes from multiple colors, and there are very, very few mono decks that actually do work. I mean, basically, I'm thinking mono spirit works if it's Caldara, mono leadership works if it's Outlands. End.
Yeah.
Outlands
Outlands is a bit weird though, because it's sort of it's multi-sphere that runs out of leadership.
Yes.
It's really weird like that.
I mean, you could say mono tactics works, and if your intention is to have a deck that runs around doing all the fighting in the universe, kinda, but it's going to be better by splashing leadership in there. It's going to be better by splashing other colors in there every single time. It's only better in quotation marks if it's a thicket deck, because it has to be mono tactics. Ultimately, all these decks usually become better by splitting the spread around. And you look at these days, any deck that people regard as being, wrecking metas TM, which I'm not entirely certain I agree with, but, when you read the forums about people posting decks and they go, this is an auto-win deck and it breaks the meta and all the rest of it, inevitably they're Trisphere. And I think that's what it boils down to. It's the fact that a well-built Trisphere deck is just better by virtue of having access to more tools. The emphasis is on well built. And whereas I'm not going to say that these decks are the best these decks could have been, the fact that they were designed as 4 decks in cooperation with each other, which means classic things like the Celebrian Stone wasn't in just the Aragorn deck. In the olden days, Celebrian Stone is such a power play onto Aragorn that as soon as you start spreading it out, it's massive. I mean, that Celebrian Stone gave us more questing and it gave us the Northern Trackers, and we cannot underestimate how much questing just Aragorn, Celebrian Stone, Horn of Gondor so he could ready, and a Northern Tracker. Never mind the fact that there was 2 Rangers running around all over the place. Just the questing by being able to proc locations every other turn, on top of the fact that the deck was questing for 5 without really exhausting too much, is really powerful.
Yeah, I think we got lucky with the Rangers early on as well there, because them coming out in basically the first 2 turns just gave us that early boost we needed.
They do come out quite quickly, just because there's 12 enemies there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the fact that they're one of the early cards that the shadow effect allows you to nab them.
Yeah.
A lot of ally objective cards don't do that.
I think it just helped that we had 12 cancels, 9 sneak attacks, and 9 feints.
Yeah, I still. Let's be right here. If you're running a leadership deck, even today, if you can squeeze sneak attack Gandalf in there, you do. If you're running a tactics deck, even today, feints go in. They're staples. They were staples back then. They're staples in core. They're still staples today. We still haven't got viable replacements. And let's be right here. It's unlikely we will, unless they effectively give us a new feint that costs 0. How the hell are you ever going to really replace feint's power? Because ultimately, it's either going to be an incredibly expensive ally that's too expensive to play with an exhaust ability on it.
There's a Sylvan card, which has it.
There is the Sylvan card, yes, in leadership, which bounces a Sylvan ally back to your hand. It has to be something like that, but without the Sylvan restriction in tactics. Otherwise, feint is still going to be a cornerstone of tactics decks.
Mm.
You know, this is one of the. I love the game, but it has to be said that Test of Will, core cornerstone card, feint,
So good.
core still a cornerstone card.
Yeah.
Dwarven Tomb, core, still a cornerstone card.
Mm-hmm.
Northern Trackers, core, still a cornerstone card. Unexpected Courage, arguably still a cornerstone card.
Yep.
Once again, from core. You know, it's... As soon as you're playing a 4-way game, Eowyn, hero, core. You know, there's still a lot of... For all that we have all these shiny expansions, and we have some really, really nice cards in there. I'm still not certain how Blue Mountain Trader made it through the development process. But for all that we keep getting all these shiny new cards, actually, I think still a large bulk of the decks that we play today come from core up to the Khazad-dûm cycle, if I'm honest. I would be surprised if a good 50% of the majority of modern decks don't originate there. Don't get me wrong, there are some exceptions. Outlands obviously is, you know, the Heirs of Numenor cycle and very little else.
Well, I think it's law and tactics that aren't in
Yeah.
there so much. Spirit and leadership
Yeah.
are more so. Definitely spirit though.
Steward of Gondor. How the hell could I not mention that if we're talking about OP bloody cards in core?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Steward of
Gondor's
Gondor.
is ridiculous.
How the hell did we not get one out?
I didn't hit any and I got 3. So I didn't hit any cancels, I didn't hit any stewards, I didn't hit any sneak attacks. I missed everything somehow.
I just missed. Swung. Missed straight at the ballpark.
Well, there's no stewards in this deck.
Nope.
No, I think they're in other ones. I know I have them in this deck. Yeah, there's one. But it was miles away.
The deck with Aragon was purposely more spirit heavy because Aragon.
Yeah, the whole idea was get Aragon boosted and then get the Northern Trackers out of that deck. The other decks can play them, but that was the idea.
Yeah,
This
what
deck
for all?
doesn't have trackers.
Oh, and of course, once again, Faramir, core, still a card that gets used today.
Yeah,
it's rare,
really
it's rare
good.
you 3-pack him, but he still sees play a lot.
Still better than every other version of Faramir that exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and as I say, I still maintain that somewhat controversial view, but I still maintain the viewpoint that I think the versus version of the game that isn't versus is still cooperative. I forget what it's called, but it has some adjustments to the unique rule to make it unique in play in front of you rather than on the table. I actually think that rule should be standard across play, and I also think very, very much that deck construction would be significantly more interesting if all unique allies didn't have hero names.
Yeah.
So by that I
Unique
mean
allies shouldn't have hero names, but if it was only in front of you, you could do things like 4-player, 4 Gandalfs, which would just be silly.
It would be silly, but I still think that
4
Hero Gandalf
Faramirs.
is fine, but Gandalf the Wizard ally should be just called Bob. Faramir ally should be called Dave. Basically, I seriously don't think the allies and heroes should share names, and it certainly shouldn't affect the unique rule, because as we get more heroes and more allies, it is getting significantly harder to actually construct
Just trying to
decks
cut the
at
power a
crossing
bit.
over. Yeah, I appreciate that, but players are still finding the bloody power.
Oh yeah, they are, but I mean, you could find even more power if you have a Gandalf deck with Gandalf the ally in it. Stuff like that.
Well, that's true. Yes, I hadn't considered that, but yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty bonkers.
The problem is that just about every single ally version of a card is stronger than the hero version of the card, apart from a few outlying circumstances, at least in my opinion.
Depends what you're playing. I mean,
That being said, I will say a few things that I keep loving about when we do the old decks. Gondorian Spearman was so good back in the early days.
Yeah.
Such
Yeah,
a strong
definitely.
card.
Mm.
you can't do anything these days. So.
Yeah, it's all the goblins with the low health.
Yeah.
Made them really stand out.
I love the old guy. He's man of the match the crap out of this game, to be fair.
Oh yeah, did a really good job.
Absolutely mammoth. I think we've killed more Uruk Vanguards than we would have done if we were playing with our proper decks as well. Although maybe we might have dragged them out the staging area and binned them. Yeah.
They're not very threatening if you just drag them out and kill them.
But yeah.
Like if you have shit like Boromir. Boromir's like turn 1, I kill 5-6 enemies.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, I'm Boromir. Those, they're dead.
Actually,
That's what they
I'm
are.
curious about something. Well, that's Boromir, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Our final score, gentlemen, 255.
I can't remember if that's good or not. I can't remember. I can't remember if high scores are good.
Who cares? No.
It's not great, but it would be interesting to sort of like take our more standard decks.
7 rounds. Do we even in the fast ones? We normally do it in like 3 or 4. So 7's not too bad for
something
this.
like that. I mean,
it's more the damage floating around.
Yeah, it's a 4-stage quest, so it would take us about 4 rounds to clear it if we blitz through it anyway. As Gio quite rightly says, it's a case of the total damage on heroes is 24, which is giving us that. Yeah. And then you've got the fact that our threat is through the roof. So normally you would have, say, my deck just controlling everyone's threat left, right, and centre. That combined with the fact that it starts at 20 threat, and Duncan would be just dropping his threat through the floor himself.
Played like 7 Gandalfs and none of them threated down.
Murdering things was better.
Yeah, it was, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's the majority of that score is actually coming from the threat, I think. We would normally probably finish with an average threat each of about 30, with the exception of Gio, who's going to be on 48, because he's running Boromir, so we'll be on about 48 threat.
Which is fine.
So 49. So the rest of us would knock the score down. And I think if it knocks it down by, about 100, which is probably doable, then it might be interesting to actually do another stream at some point with our proper decks, just to look at what the difference is in the scoreline. It's also a case of, let's be right, I don't know about you guys, but I was convinced the first attempt where we didn't aggressively mulligan repetitively over and over again was going to be a loss.
Yeah, I was not expecting to win that at all.
No. And as our threat started to get higher and higher and sneak closer to 50, I was convinced that at least one of us was going to threat out. And if we did win, it was not going to be a 4-man win. I was convinced we'd lose a hero along the way. Hence why Duncan's deck has hero res in it, of all things. You know, these were all things that we were convinced. We didn't lose any heroes. Once again, granted, that was down to lucky ranger draws and where they landed, but still, we didn't lose any heroes. Nobody threatened out, and we won. I would not have called that.
No.
A win losing a few heroes? I'd have called that.
Should
A
have lost a
win,
hero to get your super dwarf out, Pete.
yeah.
Yeah.
A win losing a player, so we ended up winning 3-man effectively. I'd have called that. A 4-man no dead hero win? Nah, I would not have called that. I wouldn't have even thought it's possible for era appropriate cards.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought this was just going to be a complete farce, and we all died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when we first got our hands on this, like several packs after Osgiliath, we were just dropping like left and right, just dying over and over and over again. Because Osgiliath was just like a nightmare, an awful, just death-inducing nightmare, and we could never get past it for months.
Yeah.
And here we are going, you know what? Like era-appropriate cards, Osgiliath, go. It's like, you know what? We're just gonna die. It'll be a giggle, but we'll die. And we got it. Like first time through, we got it. I'm amazed.
The thing is, I think it's also a case of we've said, and we do this. We drop back to massing these days as a pleasant break from what's currently being released. Okay,
True.
We've said that several times.
Yeah,
we are very familiar with massing these days.
Yeah,
and I think some of that plays into it in that it's a case of you might think that because this is a cooperative game, player skill doesn't enter into it, but it does. It's do you save up for that Daughter of the Nimrodel to get her out second turn, or do you play one or two things like Henmarth Riversong first turn? And the answer is you've played massing enough to know actually Daughter's a keystone card. You get her out. You know?
Yeah, and getting a Trump to take out the wolves so that they disappear off to the deck.
Yeah, I mean, even with our most powerful decks, we know that chump blocking wolves is the quickest and easiest way of dealing with them. Whereas when we first started playing this, what we wanted to do, we were frightened about shuffling the wolves back in. We wanted to kill them. Now we're like, bugger it, they can go. Because the problem was when we first started playing massing was we'd been used to quests where our mental attitude, if nothing else, was actually get something out, get it in front of the players, and then deal with it. Nowadays, we're far more akin to go, well, you know, threatening up doesn't matter because it's 50 that matters, not 37, you know? So if we need to threat up a bit, we'll threat up a bit. We were doing things like making sure the Wayne Riders did absolutely no damage whatsoever because we didn't want to threat up. And now we're like, well, if we threat up, it's fine. We'll threat down again. Or we'll do something. We'll fix the problem because we have solutions to these problems. And we're far more confident that because we played together so much, we're far more confident that one of us are going to get the solutions before we threat out. You know? We might get a bit nervous about it, but we're far more confident about that. And as a result of that, we're far more willing to play to the wall a bit further. You know, it's a case of how often would, in the older school days, how often would you quite happily leave a glowing on 3 health sitting around and still keep whacking him into the quest over and over again? You know, experience does enter into it in the fact that you are prepared to push a little bit further. And when you play massing with era-appropriate decks, I think you have to push. You know, it's things like discarding cards to Eowyn to not thread up, discarding that useful card. Because even though it's useful, not threatening up might be more useful. just getting the balance right.
Yeah.
That is something that experience gives, and the difficulty curve in the more modern quests forcing us to be more creative. I think that's ultimately why we won. I think it's experience.
I think it was the heart of the cards, Pete.
Well, I am fairly certain the heart of the cards definitely does help. What I am going to do is I'm going to give Duncan a link to the no, D1, D2. As Duncan's thing is making several noises. No. Ignore that one that says D4. It's not D4, it's D3. That one is D4. There we go. That is all four of the decks, and I'm fairly certain when Duncan highlights this stream, he can add the links into the four decks that we used. So anyone interested in seeing the deck lists that we put together for this, and probably telling us how rubbish our deck construction skills were.
Yeah, I'll plug them onto the description of it.
So if anyone wants to recreate this experience, they can feel free to do so.
They might even get the combo we didn't get.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Right then. I guess that's pretty much it, isn't it? Then.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll finish off our last remaining quest in the whatchamacallit Mirkwood cycle next time.
Yep, and then we can start work on going into the mines of Moria. As we start experiencing the fun and frolics that is Khazad-dûm, otherwise known as
Dwarf Decks.
Otherwise known as Dwarf Decks, and Thalin kills everything.
Yes.
Well,
such goblins, everything's on 1 health, and Gondorian spearmen murder everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do we get the Spear of Gondor at that point?
Spirit Gondor's out in Numenor, I believe.
Oh,
yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, sorry. You've got a bit to go yet, Gio, before Boromir can just replace Spearman. When do we get Caldara? That's what I really want to know.
Oh, ages.
Ages and ages.
No, my Caldara lady. Gondor. Oh God, it's against the shadow cycle. It's like miles away yet.
Yeah.
Star.
Wouldn't be very good at this point anyway, Pete. You don't have any ways to discard in Spirit.
That's true. Ah well. Anywho, so yes, we shall see you next time. Enjoy watching this. Hope you had as much fun as we did. Try the decks out. Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
Toodaloo.
Doodle pip.